Right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the call. I just want to welcome you guys to this special call that at least we are having for the African market, and we've got people connecting from different parts of the world. We've got people connecting from Uganda. We've got Jennifer from Uganda, Nisa, UK. We've got Herbert in Zimbabwe, Nira and South Africa, Vicky, South Africa, Jane, Kenya. Wow, Nairobi in the house again, Lydian, South Africa. For all the guys, Hillary connecting also from, hey, we've got people connecting different countries now. Kenya, we've got Kezia connecting from Ghana, from Dr. Lucy, Zimbabwe, Lydia. Wow, welcome, guys. I can see you're all connecting from different parts of the world. And which country is this? Chris Dikama, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Tell your friends to jump onto the call right now. We've got Beatrice, Zimbabwe. And I just want to welcome you all. We've got Nigeria in the house as well. We've got Chike connecting from Nigeria. And with people connecting from different parts of the world. So I just want to welcome you guys, everybody, onto this call, and get ready for this call. And I'm super excited to be on this call today. And we've got a special guest who is on this call tonight. This is somebody whom I truly respect so much. I mean, I've watched her from a distance, watched her succeed, and watched her how she has been working and growing a business. Is somebody whom I just resonated with the way she does. I mean, her work and the way she does the business, the way she conducts herself as well. She's somebody who's so much open and willing to help and to serve other people as well. I mean, she's reached one of our top ranks in the company. She's a red diamond in the business. She's a single mom. She's also 250 squared. She's also part of the, or she's qualified for the $1 Million Club. The $1 Million Club, it really hit me, it caught my attention. I'd want you later on to share us more. What is the $1 Million Club? I know some of you really want to know, what does it mean to be part of the $1 Million Club? She's based in Canada. She's been pioneering and making things happen in the country. And I know most of us in this call, we are pioneering in our different cities, in our different countries. There's no other better person or best person who can tell us how to pioneer, how to grow our business, how to do things to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to show some love and welcome Tracy Zimmer. Tracy, are you on the call, my dear?
I am. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great, Tracy. I'm so super excited to have you on this call right now here. I think you can see we've got so many people connected from so much parts of the world. Some of the people are seeing you for the first time, and I think they're wondering, who is Tracy Zimmer?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm seeing different people coming on from all areas. So this is awesome. This is what I love about our business, number one, and what I love about technology, because we can connect from all over the world, right? And I know there's actually a couple people on here that I met when I was in Budapest at one of the events they're training. So love seeing some familiar faces who I've actually met in person. So that is awesome. So again, Henry, thank you so much for having me. Who am I? Well, I am a mom. I'm a single mom of 2 teens. I actually have an adult son who's about to turn 19 next month, which is so crazy. And I have a daughter who's 15. She's going to be 16 in a few months as well. So I feel super blessed that I've been able to, I've been with Secret for 11 years. I was a teacher prior to starting this business. I had never done this space of work before. I was never in network marketing, referral marketing, like whatever you want to call it, social sharing. It was not something that was in my cards, I thought. I was a teacher. I went to the classroom every day. I was teaching, and in my 13th year, somebody came to me and said, hey, take a look. So I feel very blessed because I have been able to be that mom who is there 100% present with my kids in their elementary years, their junior high years, my son's high school years. And as much as you say, well, they're in high school, they don't need their mom there all the time. Oh, yes, they do. So that, to me has been just such a blessing. So yeah, I have an education degree. Did that, went off to, got my first job when I was, I think, about 23, went into the classroom in the education system. And like I said, my 13th year was when when somebody approached me. And a couple of years prior to that, I remember having my own children going, man, I feel like I'm seeing other people's kids more than my own. There's got to be something else out there that I can be there with my kids and everything else. So anyways, all paths led to this. And here I am 11 years later.
Wow, that's amazing. So you saw this concept, and being part of Secret, and you said, you know what, I'm now leaving my teaching career, moving on to Secret, and start teaching Secret. How has that journey been so far for you?
Well, first of all, I transitioned. So I didn't just go from teaching right into this. I overlapped the two. So I started Secret as my part-time, my side, and did it in the little bit of time that I had because I was teaching full-time. My children were like 3 and 6 at the time. They were busy. They were in sports. They were doing all that stuff, right? Hold on for 1 second. My dog is going a little bit crazy. There we go. So somebody's at the door. So he's always barking. So yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to figure out how this worked or what I was really doing. I fell in love with the products and shared it with people in the little bits of time frame that I had throughout a day. So I did really learn had to learn how to take this and infiltrate it into my life to make it work. And in my first 12 and a half months with Secret, I was still teaching full time. I did earn a 6-figure income with Secret. And then I taught for another 5 months after that. And then I said, wait a minute, I have options and I have the option to be out of the classroom and not be working on the schedule of a bell and go all in full time with what I was really passionate about, which was my Secret business.
Wow. And also, you being a single mom, how has been the journey for you, and what challenges have you been facing that you've been overcoming as well?
Yeah, obviously everybody, anybody that's a parent or has a spouse or has family and friends, we have more in our life. I believe in having a balanced life. I'm never fully skewed one way or the other. I feel like you need balance in all areas of your life. So, and I've been forced to have that, as a single mom. I do have to go no, this is I have to do this with my kids, and this is scheduled, which means in this schedule of time is when I'm doing my business, and then in this schedule of my time is when I'm doing that. And so it's kind of like that circle where you go, what's important and what's a priority in your life, and being able to go, okay, if this is a priority, how much time am I dedicating to that? If this is a priority, how much time am I dedicating? So really learning how to balance my life because sometimes you can get caught up and your life gets unbalanced, and then it's unlevel, and I believe that we do our best work when everything is balanced.
And also you being part of this concept for almost 11 years now, and what are the regrets or the things that you say, you know what, I'm now here to stay, I'm no longer going back? Or would you say, hey, I should have started this a little bit earlier?
Yeah, of course. I wish I would have found this when I was in my 20s and not my 30s, right? I'm 45 now, and I started this when I was 30, yeah, around 33. So I look and go, man, I wish I would have found this when I was in my 20s, what we could have done, but I think everything happens for a reason, and probably if I'd have shown it in my 20s, I wouldn't have been interested. It was kind of that time in my life where I was feeling that pull of not being the person to drop my kids off to and from school. It was taking them to a day home and somebody else taking them. And I was yearning to do that myself. I just didn't know a way to do that and to still bring in an income. So it was kind of like that, timing in my life where things came to me at the right time. And that's why I say, when you're out there and you're sharing this with people, some people are going to hear it right away and go like, oh, that's for me. And somebody might 2 years later go, hey, now it's for me. It's about when it's right for them. So yeah, I wish I would have heard about this earlier. I was closed off. I was closed off to this industry 100%. Like, I was ignorant to the profession. I was not educated on what it could do. And like I said, maybe if I had been introduced earlier, I probably would have just said no.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you now being in this profession for such a period, and I think, people have got a different perception about the industry as well. When you were introduced at that moment, what were your perceptions about it? Or you just said, let me just jump in, or what was your main driving force to have a look at this and being able to be part of this industry?
Yeah, honestly, it was the person that shared it with me. I trusted with her. And at the time, we just had skincare. Okay. So I trusted her judgment on using really good products. She wouldn't have used something that wasn't good. So, the way she shared it with me was just, I've been using these products. They are in the retail space. I love the story of Secret, the fact that we had a retail reputation already all over the world. Like, our fingerprints were already all over the world. It's not like we had to go and prove that these products were amazing. They were amazing already all over the world, selling in retail. So that caught my attention. And the Dead Sea. I mean, what makes us unique? There's so many skincare companies out there. So you need to have something that's like unique, which is the Dead Sea. And when you research the Dead Sea is Google proof, right? Like, the Dead Sea is this natural healing body of water that like millions of people travel to year after year after year. And in my head, I thought, if we can bring these to people in jars, the benefits of the Dead Sea in jars to people, and I get access to this line that is already proven and already all over the world. Are you kidding me? Like, to me, it just made sense. And I was ready just to add something a little bit more fun and extra into my life, to be honest. I was like, okay, I think it's time to just like open my horizons a little bit and like give this a shot. If I'm going to use these products, why wouldn't I use a good high-end line? Because I already use moisturizers and face washes. Why wouldn't I use a high-end line, shop from my own store, take advantage of the wholesale pricing, take advantage of the tax benefits, and if I can refer these to a few people that love it as much as me, I earn extra money. Like, everything was just like, why would I not?
Wow. And I mean, if I look at as well, being in the industry, it's not a very easy industry. It's got its challenges, its ups and downs. And what are the main challenges? Many people always ask, and many people pioneering this, pioneering this into Canada and being one of the, 11 years Secret. I don't know how well established it was in Canada. And I think you're one of the few guys who pioneered into Canada. What were the main challenges and what kept you going?
Yeah, and I definitely was. So those of you who are in the pioneering stages, like, I get it. I totally get it. We probably have a lot of the same challenges, like our shipping. The shipping was like, it was interesting. It took some time. I paid very high prices to get products shipped to me. So, some people, when some of the challenges, some people were like, I'm not paying that for shipping. And they didn't see the far end picture of like, okay, we are going to get the shipping in line with, that's going to be affordable. But, we need to go through this growing pain right now to pay those shipping. So that was one. We had, products that were coming to Canada that were like, we had frozen products. I remember products being delivered to people, they were frozen. We had people just quit because they couldn't go through the storm and they just literally could not see the bigger picture that everything, when you're pioneering a place, you have to get enough sales force and enough salespeople, and you have to grow your teams and get the numbers there. Right. And so, yeah, it was deflating, and it was hard when, you know, you'd get 10 people signing up, and then, you know, 5 of them quit because they couldn't weather the storms, or they couldn't weather the shipping, or they couldn't weather, you know, oh, well, I heard this about your products, and they were, you know, like investigating absolutely everything. And it's like, for me, it was like, like I said, I knew the power of the Dead Sea. I got to get involved and meet the Benchbot family very quickly, which for me is a big part of who you align yourself with, right? So as you're going through these things, and maybe you're dealing with some shipping issues, maybe you're dealing with products that you don't have access to that the rest of the world does, and it's kind of a jab. Like, I remember going, well, why can't we get these products? And there's still some products that they have in the US that we cannot get in Canada. And I'll tell you what, I am like, I want these products, you know, like, why do you get them and I don't? So, you know, dealing with those things, having people who don't see the long-term vision that you see, and quitting and giving up before they really give it a go, or really can see that end picture. So I'm telling you guys, you're on here for a reason. You're on here because you believe in what we have, and you have a vision, and you see where we're going. You've seen Ziggy's presentation, which was amazing. We have something very, very unique here. And, you know, when you have really, really, really great products that do the work for you, I truly believe I got to where I was because our products do the work for us. I was never convincing. I was never begging for a sale. It was, try these, use them. Yeah, we have money back guarantee. Just give them a shot. They did the work. That when you have a really, really stand behind product that you believe in, that part is like easy, you know. So you know, stick with it, and just keep your eye on the prize, have your vision there, and just know the challenges you're facing today, they're never going to get worse. Like, the challenges you're facing today, opening a country, they're only going to get better. And it's your job to step up as the pioneers and go, okay, we're locking arms and we're going to make this happen. And then you can look back in 10 years and go tell your story to the next country that's opening, that is in pioneer stage, right? So yeah, of course, there's going to be so many challenges, but it's what the end prize is that makes it so much worth it.
I mean, all those problems you've mentioned, we've already experienced them. People have also quit. I mean, shipping products not being shipped on time, or going different places, or they arrive damaged, or you can't ship them back for various reasons. But all those things, we have faced them. But now we're at a better stage. No shipping issues now. We've managed to get over those shipping issues. But the first time we started, you didn't even know the cost is going to cost you. The products arrive, you need to pay duty. I mean, we've gone through some of those pains as well. But still, you find that some people, they don't see the bigger picture. So what did you do to keep your team going, or to keep on going as well, despite all these challenges? What did you guys do to say, hey, you know what, this is pioneers, this is what you're going to face, these are the challenges that you're going to face, and you managed to rally people for almost 11 years now?
Well, I think it's getting many people you can in your team to see the bigger picture of what you've seen, right? So if you have been to a big event and you have team members who haven't been to a big event, that is key number one. Like, get them to the big event. The moment I could start bringing team members to the big event and they said, okay, I'm going to go, that's where you see the big picture. Like, you can get on calls like this, you can feel it, but to actually be in the present, a building with people, with the leadership, with everybody else there, is when that big vision gets caught, right? So if you haven't been to a big event and you're on here, make a point to get to the next one. If you have team members who haven't been to a big event, make a point to get them to the next one. That is a really, really, really big thing. Number two is they're watching you, right? So you need to be the positive force in their life of, you know what, no, we got to keep going. You've got to paint the vision for them, you know, stay connected with them, do fun things. We did lots of fun stuff. We had fun when we got together. When we did demos together, we made sure it was fun. You know, when we do presentations, we make sure that there's some fun involved in it. and just really creating that connection and community within your country. Okay. I don't want to say within your team, because I believe your country is a team. So within your country, like, what's your community? What's your culture? What do you do to remain connected? And you're doing it right here. This is one of the things, you guys are coming together and you're getting connected, right? And somebody maybe who feels like they just joined, they've got the support. Because as as your country grows, your team is going to grow, right? And you are going to grow. So yeah, those are the biggest things. But I think the key is, and if you're having country events or like smaller events or regional events, make sure you're showing up. Make sure you're part of that process and you're bringing new people. Because when we had event after event, people came for, yes, they came for the event, but they also came for like the connection and the after the event, right? To have that like that fun in their life. So that was a big thing. But yeah, the in-person events are key.
No, brilliant. And I mean, I know you've got a lot of things to share as well. And many people are asking me here, what is the million dollar club? Tracy, you're part of the $1 million club. People want to know, what is the $1 million club?
Well, it is once you make $1 million in secret, you are part of the $1 million club. So yeah, they've actually just, it was something new that they put together. So I fell into that category, which was cool to do. But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, the fact that you can say you've made over $1 million in a business that I thought I was just going to do for fun. Like, I just thought I was going to do this for extra, to make some extra shopping money. That was my reason I got started. Like, why not? Why would I not use these great products? Why would I not make some extra money? But then to go, I've made over $1 million doing something that I was like, well, we'll see, right? Like, yeah, I'm going to give this a try. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Yes, this is just extra. So you never know what this will do for you. And like I said, when you have a product line that does the job for you, and then we've added on our club, like our membership portion. Like, I didn't have that when I first got started. So now this is just like another add-on. We added on our nutrition, 6 years after I got started. Talk about adding amazing products to our secret skincare line. The nutrition is fabulous, So I just feel like we're always one step ahead of the game to what people are looking for.
That's interesting. That's amazing. I know you're just saying, oh, just $1 million, but when you talk it in rands, that's almost about 20 million rands. And in other countries, I want to ask the guys there to just type in the numbers. I want you to see how different it is. Type in how much million dollars equivalent into your local currency. If you can just type it on the chat there. I just want you guys to so that it is Tracy can see, if you're in Nigeria, how many millions is $1 million. If you are in Botswana, how many millions pullers is $1 million? Do you have anybody in Botswana? 1 billion naira. Wow, that's 1 billion naira, $1 million. So let's see, the number won't fit in here. I love that. So it's actually interesting. I mean, look, this is also like when you look at the figures, at least we join in and the rewards. It's difficult for somebody in Africa to join, but when you start getting the rewards back in dollars as well, it makes a whole lot of a difference to what you can do with the money as well. So Tracy, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, and where do you see Secret about 5 years from now with what's happening? What, when you joined, where Secret was, and where it is right now, and where it's going, and where do you see yourself, and where should the pioneers who are pioneering Africa brace for themselves?
Well, if you look at their trend, right, we started skincare, hair care, body care. Actually, we started skincare, body care. Then we added hair care shortly after. Then we added, at a handful of years, we added nutrition. Then a few years later, we added club and travel. So, like I said, we are with a visionary company, visionary CEO who seems what seems to be ahead of always like the next best thing or like where we're going. And so where do I see secret? I see secret like all over the world. I always say we're going to secretize the entire globe. So everything from our household, if whatever we're using, whatever we're it's somehow connected to secret. When I travel, it's connected to secret because I get discount in wholesale travel. When I'm taking my nutrition and I'm talking about health and the health and well-being, it's connected to secret. I'm drinking a shake right now, as you can see. When I'm utilizing my hair products, I'm using secret. When I'm using skin products, I'm using secret. Like that, everything we touch is somehow connected to secret. And my goal and my vision is to just help as many people as we possibly can get to whatever their needs, their desires are. Everything is connected to what that person wants. If somebody is here to just get cheaper products, okay, that's fine. If somebody's here to do this as a hobby and to have some fun and still share some products and take our products, okay, that's great. If you're here to do this part-time on top of what you're already doing and make a little side extra stream of income, awesome. Welcome. Be here. If you're somebody that's like, nope, my goal is to do this how you did it. I want to do this part-time, work my full-time business, but I want this to overtake my full-time career. I'm here to tell you that can happen. All right. That is what happened to me. If you are somebody that goes, I'm going full in, like pedal to the metal, I want to make this my full-time, great. We are open arms to everybody, whatever your desires are. It may change along the way. One of my best friends, she got started as just yeah, whatever. I'll see how this goes. I made sure she came to every event with me. I was like, no, you got to come. You just got to come. Like, come, come to our local events. Oh, come to our local events. She refused to come to a big event. I was like, just keep coming to our local events. And I tell her, you got to come to the big event. She's like, no, can't. Okay, keep coming to the local events. Keep going to the local events. Eventually, she came to a big event. And eventually, she decided to go, wait, I actually can do more here than just a little hobby. So it took her a few years to see it, but I kept her connected, right? So I love being able to see the little wins. For me, little wins are huge. I love little wins when people call me and they go, my Christmas was paid for all because of Secret this year. I have no credit card debt on my Christmas shopping. I love it when people call me and they go, do you know, because of my extra secret income, I am paying my daughter's full dance extracurricular this year just from my secret income. Do you know, from my secret income, I can, now put my son again in like a higher level hockey division because of the cost before. We couldn't afford it, but now we can because of secret. I love calls when people go, because of secret, we get to go on a family vacation every year, 5-star. We get to do this, we get to do that. You know what? Those little wins is where people see the vision, where they go, hey, this can be so much more. And that's what's going to jump people off to make big differences in their lives.
No, that's amazing. And I mean, people will also ask to say, look, what does Tracy do on a daily basis? What to win and to grow your business? How do you grow your business? What does Tracy do on a daily basis that keeps you going?
Every day is different, but I schedule my day. So when I'm not scheduled, I'm not as productive. So for example, I scheduled this Zoom in my calendar when it was here, and it was like nothing else will come in between this time and this time, right? I make exercise a priority every day. So I schedule out an hour every day in the morning. Here's my exercise time. If my daughter has a sporting event, whatever night, and I know that I'm driving and I'm going to be there for this hour, like I schedule it in. So in terms of work business, obviously we're always out there and looking for new people, right? I mean, there are so many people around the world who have not even heard of Secret yet, which it seems crazy, but it's true. Like, it's going to take another 10 years for like 50% more people to hear about Secret. So it's, we got to be out there. So I'm always talking to people, and I'm always doing the prospecting. I'm always inviting. We have an event here in Calgary on Thursday. So I'm inviting to that event where we're doing a business overview. I'm getting on Zoom calls with, leaders in my organization to go, okay, where are you at? Where are your tier levels? How are we getting you to the next one? I am doing 3-way calls. I like demoing products. I look at I told you my daughter is involved in some sports. So she plays volleyball right now. And so every year it's kind of a new group of people. And it's kind of like when I look at that group of people, I'm like, oh, I wonder how many these people have ever heard of Secret. Most of the time, nobody has, which again, seems weird, right? That you're like, how have you not heard of Secret? But they haven't. And so you get one person, you're talking to one of the moms, and one of the moms says, oh God, I just feel so tired lately. I don't know I go, listen, I'm going to give you some samples. I need you to try. I'm going to give you our shake and our greens, and I'm going to give you our boosters to start off with, those 3. Give them a shot. All I'm asking is that you try it, that the taste is something you can do, because they're always like, well, I probably wouldn't like the taste of it. No, try it. You'll love the taste. And then I go, I need you to take this for 30 days. And after 30 days, I want you to tell me how you feel. If you don't feel good, money back guarantee. But if you are going to notice a difference, and I need you to take a point. Well, 15 days in, about halfway through, we go to our next volleyball game. She goes, oh my gosh, I don't know what it is, but like, I feel like I have clarity. Like I can't say exactly how I'm feeling, but I feel like I've got this different sense of clarity. And another mom's going, what, how did you get this? What are you taking? Wait, Tracy, can you get me some of that? Can I try it too? Like, it's just this word of mouth but you have to be the one to go, hey, give this a try. I want you to try it. I feel so strongly about our nutrition that I have no problem telling somebody, you need to take this, take it for 30 days. After 30 days, I will personally reimburse you if you think it doesn't work. But the company will. But I feel so confident that I would reimburse them, So you got to ask people to try it and say, tell me how you feel. And then it's so much based on referrals and everything else. So yeah, in a day-to-day, I'm not sure I'm really answering your question. I don't have a set schedule. This is one of the benefits of being an entrepreneur. If I want to take the day off, I take the day off, and I just schedule it off. So
No, brilliant. That's interesting. At least I've got some feelings there that at least you schedule your day and you ensure that at least everything is according to your schedule as well. And I know you've mentioned this many times about the money back guarantee. Is that your way of going over the objections?
I just throw it in because it gives a sense of, as soon as I hear that or I see that on anything out there, it kind of goes, they really think I'm going to love this. Like, they really feel confident that I'm going to love this if they're willing to give their money back, So I share it honestly in my 11 years. I don't even know if I don't even think 5 times. I don't even think I can fit on one hand that people have returned their product. I don't even know if maybe 2, like I know I am so confident that it doesn't even get used because people love it.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. And I know, Tracy, you've been one of the top producers, especially when it comes to Black Friday. And Black Friday, it seems like a big event in Secret. What is your secret strategy or secret sauce for Black Friday?
Well, one of the big things is being prepared. Okay, Black Friday cannot show up and then you decide, hey, I need to share this with people. Be prepared. So what does it mean to be prepared right now? Before we don't have any of the material, we don't know what the sale is, we don't know how long the sale is going to be, we don't know what our holiday packs are, we don't know any of that right now, right? So what should we be doing? Should we be sitting on our hands and not doing business? Absolutely not. You should be adding new customers, you should be adding new agents. In fact, right now is the best time to get new agents because they can take advantage of Black Friday. Like, the best season for money making is now coming up. So get your agents in, tell them, those that are on the fence, go, listen, we have one of the biggest holiday, like our biggest paydays coming up. I want you to take advantage of that, So right now I'm telling people, book their schedules, like don't stop doing business and don't be talking about Black Friday right now unless you have a prospect who's an agent who is thinking about joining. That's the only person you should be talking to about it, or your team members, right? The moment we get our collateral, so the moment we get our order forms and our holiday gift sets, and we know what the sale is, then we want to share it with everybody on our list. So again, what could we be doing right now other than filling our schedules and getting more people into our business is making a list of everybody that you're going to contact when you have those order forms. So I want you to think about people in your life. So think of your family members who are purchasing gifts for people. Our mascara is great stocking stuffers. Our brushes are great stocking stuffers. Our nutrition, like gift sets, body butters, salt and oils for those that are hard to buy for. Like think about everybody who is shopping. And I'll tell you what, when you can help somebody shop, they're going to thank you, right? Especially think of the men that you know and go, what are you purchasing for your wife this year? What are you purchasing for your mom, your grandma, your sister? Can I help you? Can I help you shop? Do you know what those guys are going to say? Please, here's my credit card. What can you get? Like they want to be told. So think about your family members who are doing Christmas shopping. When you think about yourself, who are you shopping for? Because if you're shopping for somebody for Christmas, I hope they're getting the gift of secret. Is it teachers' gifts that you have to buy for your kids? Coaches' gifts for your children? Is it a neighbor that you need that you do Christmas gifts with? Who are you buying for? So make that list because we don't want the day to come and we are now scrambling, right? Think about people you do business with. Who do you give money to for business? So go to your hairstylist. You do business with your hairstylist, your barber, your esthetician, your financial planner, like a banker. Like think about who do you do business with? Ask them for business back. Then think about people that have that own a company, right? Are they purchasing? Ask them, hey, do you usually buy gifts for your employees for Christmas? And usually they'll say yes, is what I've found, and go, do you mind me asking what you get them? Because I would love to suggest something that I can help you with. And let them know. I have had like huge success with that. And again, it usually seems to be more the smaller businesses that are more open to it. They have, 5 to 10 employees that it's more on a personal level where they are purchasing those Christmas gifts for them and help them out. Like at the end of the day, we are helping them. We're helping them with something. We're helping them with purchasing gifts over the holiday season. So think about that as well when we're approaching Black Friday. And then of course, take your pre-orders, like get people to give your orders before the day comes, because that day we want to be entering them in. We want to manually go into your computer, enter them in. Now, can they go to their computer, go to your site and go enter their own orders? 100%. And I have about a quarter of my people do that. And I have about 75% of people that go, could you enter it for me? I just want to make sure I don't miss out, because I also tell them there's a sense of urgency. We have limited quantities while they last. If you want to guarantee your order, fill this out, get all their information, and you be the one to take ownership and get their order in that day.
Wow. That's interesting, because I know most of the time people will leave everything to the last day, or maybe when is the day, that's when we start calling people or trying to get the orders. So you're saying get your orders now, so by the time when it's Black Friday, you are ready to just to place the orders onto the system.
Yeah, once we get our order forms, like we'll have stacks of paper like this. And Black Friday comes around, and that's our day where we're entering in and we're doing follow-ups. So people maybe you haven't heard back from, go, hey, just following up. We've got a 24-hour sale, 48-hour sale, like whatever it is, it's while quantities last. So if there's anything you need, let me know. I'm here to help and give recommendations. But it's that day of where you are like, you are busy and you are following up, you're calling people, you're making sure you're connecting with anybody that didn't get back to you. But our best practice and making sure we get our orders in is for me to go, fill this out, tell me what you want. I will be the one to get it in for you. Now, again, if people have their own site and they're used to ordering on their own, direct them, tell them, just make sure you go in early because things are going to sell out. Right? So set that expectation for them.
That's amazing. Guys, if you've got any questions for Tracy, just type them in on the chat. I'll be able to ask you any questions that at least you might have as well. If you've got any specific question to build your business or anything you might be facing as a pioneer building this business in Africa, feel free to also ask your question onto the chat, and I'll be able to ask Tracy as well onto how to build your business as well, and how to take advantage of it as well. On while she's here, she's been part of the business for 11 years. She's got all the experience that at least all of us need, and she's faced all the challenges and everything as well. All right, I see somebody's questions are coming in here. What has been your most memorable travel experience? And there's a question here: can pregnant women use our nutrition products? And what is your proportion of customers versus agents?
Well, we are about 80 to 20%. So our organization, our team is about 80% customers to 20% agents. So definitely a higher customer ratio. However, if we were to take then our transition from customers to agents over a period of 6 months from them starting, it would probably go to about a 60-40. So we have a lot of people that start as customers trying our products, and they fall in love with them, and they transition to be an agent. So that's one thing. Can pregnant people take our nutrition? I won't. You get asked. I'd get a doctor's recommendation for that. I know pregnant people who take our nutrition, but ask their doctor. And my most memorable travel experience, we have been on so many diamond destinations that have been like 10-star vacations and places I would have never ever gone to. Probably my top would have been when we went to Fiji. So it was very memorable. I probably would have never been to Fiji otherwise. We stayed in the most amazing, extravagant place right on the water. Massages on the beach, catamarans to different islands. I got to take my kids with me, so that was really awesome. We visited a school. My kids got to see, kids in a different country and just a different way of life in different schools. And those experiences, you can't put money on them. So that was definitely probably one of my top. Budapest. Oh yes, the Budapest was so fun too. There's so many. There's just so many. Yeah.
No, that's interesting. So well, there's a question as well to say, look, what are the what qualities does somebody need to have to succeed in secret?
Gosh, what qualities would somebody need to have? They need a openness to well, first of all, they need the desire to win, like have a desire to win. They need to love our products, in my opinion. Like you have to be able to stand behind your products and use them, to be able to share them in a trusting way, be coachable. So look at what other people have done and copy them. And it's interesting because it's different than the real way of the world, right? And I always compare it to my teaching career. When I went in to be a teacher, I needed to be as independent as I could, as fast as I could, so that I could show my principal that like, I can handle this. I got this. If I was knocking on their door every time I had an issue, they'd be like, come on, woman, get it together. I'm not asking for help across the street. I'm wanting to get the best results, because if my neighbor down the hallway gets better results than me, they get first dibs on the better classes, right? So network marketing in this business is so different. We do want to rely on other people. We want third party to help us grow our business. We want that expert. We want to copy people for what they've already done. Like find out what people have done and do it, like copy them. This is the copycat business. And it's different than what we are used to. So it's that like mind shift a little bit to go, okay, this is different than traditional business, and to be able to see that. So and just I think just having that like attitude of like that positive energy and attitude. So it's because it's not always, it's about you, and it's about your team members and what you can bring to the team. Like what can you bring to be the best version of you to help the entire team grow? Like What kind of person do you want to be seen as? Do you want to be seen as like, the grumpy person that walks in all the time and there's always an issue? Or do you want to be seen as like okay, we're problem solving. We're going to make this happen. Let's go. Let's put our, feet down on the pavement. Let's make this happen. So there's so many different things. I say definitely, plug into some PD, make sure you're doing PD every day, make sure you're staying in the money making activity, because that is something where people can get very distracted and you feel like you're filling your days, but is it the actual money making that's going to generate you an income here?
No, brilliant, amazing. I've got another question here. They just want to know, what are your secret favorite products?
Oh, this is always asked me, and I'm like, oh God, why do I have to say this? Because there's so many. Okay, let's go into each category. Let's talk about skincare. My favorite product in skincare. If I had to pick one, okay, I'll take the mud soap. It's simple, it's easy, and it's a one-stop shop that just helps with so many things. Okay, mud soap. The Body Care's body butter, cannot go anywhere without it. The hair care, I love our deep conditioner. The hydrating mud mask, love it. Into the nutrition, greens. I do a shake in greens every day, so I do my protein in my greens every single day. But if I had to give one of those up, I'd have to keep the greens. Like the greens are just, I love them. And so, yeah, I'm just going to give one from each of the categories of our products.
No, brilliant. I mean, I can relate to all those products that at least you have said. I mean, I use also all those products, and I just love, I mean, our products as well. So Tracy, if you had to give, I mean, on the call, I know with some people who on the presentation, some are still maybe sitting on the fence, and some are here to make maybe a decision. What's your word and advice to somebody or who has been watching or seeing secret from the sidelines?
Well, I always say, if you're thinking about it, just do it. And think about maybe what do you got to lose? There's nothing to lose. So does it have an investment to start? Yeah, of course, everything does. But if you were to start a company on your own, I know people who are business owners and have started a company on their own, and they are not out. I mean, it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started. They're usually not out of the red for at least a handful of years. And if their business even makes it, is like, maybe. We are talking about little investment to get your hands on wholesale prices for the best health and wellness products out there. We get access to wholesale travel. We get access to escapes. We have access to get together with a community and build culture. Like, ask yourself, what have you got to lose? And what I would hate for anybody to do is go, I've been introduced to this now, and in 5 years from now or 3 years from now, you look back and you go, I should have did it then rather than 2 years past. And there's just no risk. You're not locked into anything. If you go, this is not for me, so what, right? Like I'm guessing that's not going to be the case. But this is, I mean, every time I go to the grocery store, every time I'm out and about, I'm always going, prices are just going up. Everything is going up. I have kids to put through university. Like I said, every time I go to the grocery store, it's a minimum $100 every time, even if I feel like I'm hardly getting anything. And I believe that everybody needs a secondary stream of income on top of what you're already doing. And whether this takes you to somewhere above and beyond that you have never, ever expected, or if it's something that just brings you joy into your life, that brings you good skincare and body care and helps heal dry, whatever skin condition maybe you have that could be helpful for you. I didn't have a skin condition. I just wanted good products that are going to make me feel good, right? And help me, age gracefully, because at the end of the day, I'm going to age regardless, but I want to age gracefully. So we've got products for that. What are you supplementing your body with? I was not educated in how we need to supplement our bodies. What we have for food out there right now in this day and age, if we're not harvesting it ourselves in our backyard, in our ground, what we're buying from grocery stores and what's on them, what's in them, we have to supplement. We have to, because we need to give our body what it needs. We need to give our body the fuel to do what it was meant to do, to be the best version for us. And I always say, it doesn't matter what you have in life. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. And I am a huge encourager to be proactive with your health. Do the things you need to do now before you are sick, before there is disease, because once you are sick and once there's disease, people would spend their life savings to get healthy again. So don't wait for that. You're healthy now. Supplement your body with what you want. Keep the engines high. Keep yourself in your best shape that you possibly can, and give yourself good nutrition. So whatever it is that you decide, I do believe it has to be the right timing for you, getting in where you fit in. But if you're on here, it's probably an indication that maybe this is the time for you, and just jump in and go, hey, let's not think about this and let's go. We've got great people to link with. And I want to, if it's something you decide to do, I want to officially say welcome to Secret, and you're going to have an absolutely amazing time, and you're going to learn so much. You've got great leadership here with Henry and Ziggy and everybody else. So I said, go for it. Just go for it.
Wow, thank you. And let's welcome everybody also who's on the call and who's going to join us as well. And your last words, or what you might also want to share to some of the members who are already members, who have been part of this, your struggles, your challenges, your success, you moving from being a teacher to $1 million ring earner as well, your journey. I think it's an amazing journey, and it has got its ups and downs. And what do you have to say to the pioneers now, to say, guys, this is what you need to do, this is what you're going to face, you're going to have your ups and downs, and keep on going?
Keep your eye on the prize. I always say, as you're pioneering, you have to identify any problems so we can report to get the solutions. What I have found is that Secret always gets the solutions, right? Might not be immediately, but they hear us and they go, okay, yeah, as we're hearing from the pioneers, this is what we need, this is what we got to do. And to step up. It's time for people that are here to just step up and go, no, it's time to grab who we can, go share with who we can. Don't hold back. I sometimes see people holding back and going, well, I don't know. And I think, what if the person that introduced me to Secret held back and said, I'm not sure if I should approach her, because I'm not sure. I mean, her life seems pretty good. Like, she doesn't look like she needs the money. It's not always about people who need the money. There's people that are looking for just something to be passionate about, or something that can offer service to help people and yes, of course, there's a financial side to it and everything else, but I would have missed out on all of this if somebody would have held back on sharing it to me. So think about that when you're out there. There is nobody in a certain profession that you shouldn't approach. There's nobody in a certain income bracket that you should deter yourself away from approaching. Like, people have different reasons why they're doing this business, and it's up to us to share it and let them decide. So, let's go. There's going to be some challenges, but every challenge you can overcome, and let's think of the solutions to any of the problems that do occur.
Okay. I mean, Tracy, you've shared a lot of things and a lot of nuggets as well. So those at least who have been paying attention and listening to what you need to do, guys, you have heard the strategies, what you need to do for your Black Friday to get ready for it as well, and what you need to do maybe on a day-to-day basis to get your business going and to stay focused on the game and to stay focused on the money-making activities. Maybe, Tracy, I know we can talk until the next day. I know you're a very busy person. I know you want to jump also to other activities that at least you do have, and I don't want to keep you on for a very long time than the time at least you've also allocated to me. And maybe just want to give your last word and your last summary to say, guys, Africa, this is your time, make things happen. And you guys managed to make it happen in Canada. And your last words for everybody onto the call, Tracy.
Well, this moment in time, you'll never get back. Like, you just won't get it back. So I say to just go all in, make a decision. For me, it was like, you got to just plant your flag, go have tunnel vision, and do what you can do. And every night, like, look in the mirror and go, did I do everything I can to help us grow in this country? Right. And like I said, it is something that can be challenging to pioneer, but the worth it after the fact, I mean, you just can't, you can't. And for me, I always say, when there's success and you have to go through those challenges, it just makes it 10 times worth it. And I don't know anybody in my life who's hit some great success who didn't have to go through major challenges. You know, I mean, our challenges, we're talking about shipping, we're talking about products not being in, we're not talking about going bankrupt or going millions of dollars in the hole or any of that. Like, those are big challenges that a lot of people go through in life when they're starting, you know, entrepreneurship. Like I said, our initial investment is so little, and the struggles that we're going through, yeah, they're struggles, they're real, but on a level of like really like struggles that are going to take you down. No, every struggle we can get over and we can overcome, and it will be so worth it at the end.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tracy. I mean, I truly appreciate your time and being able to be on this call as well, just giving you a short notice and you being able to jump onto this call. And I can tell you, this is not going to be the last time. And the next time, we also want to have you in person in Africa. We're going to have our big event as well. We want you, so at least just put us on your schedule as well to say, look, guys, we want to have, since we are part of the travel club, we travel all over the world. The next time, your next holiday should be somewhere around in Africa, coinciding with our training event. Whenever you come, we're going to create a training event around you whenever you're in Africa. So Tracy, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much. And everybody on the call, you are free to unmute yourself and show your love and say thank you to Tracy for being able to jump onto this call, taking herself off the time, making her business as well. So guys, let's unmute ourselves and show some love
to Tracy. That was
Thank
powerful.
you so much, Tracy. That was amazing.
Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tracy. Love that.
Thank you, Tracy.
Inspired.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Have a wonderful day, and it's good evening to everybody else on the call. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ziggy.
Thank you.